Hey guys, Krups here, and welcome back to another one of my world records. This time, I got my World at War Nacht and Untoten record back by reaching round 8,817, beating the previous record by 541 rounds, which was held by Thickeleye. And let me just say, this record was not easy to get. Since 2020, I had been attempting to reach reset on Nacht and Untoten after my previous world record, which was 5,262. However, this was on and off, and I never stayed dedicated to the grind. Although, on May 26, 2023, Thickeleye broke my record by reaching round 8,276, which was absolutely phenomenal. He broke my previous record by over 3,000 rounds and had achieved the first ever reset on Nacht and Untoten. If you don't know what a reset is, it's where the game resets you back to round 1 after playing a certain amount of time. Because Thickeleye hit the reset, I was forced to play faster than him if I wanted to get the record, since everyone resets at a similar time. Obviously, this wasn't easy. The thing with Nacht is it isn't difficult playing fast. What is difficult is surviving and not crashing. Just 2 days after Thickeleye's record, I downed on round 1,244, and on June 8th, 2023, I crashed in round 2,063, which was incredibly unfortunate. After this, I took a short break, but would return back to Nacht fairly quickly. Sadly, this didn't help me as I downed on 2,765 on August 11th, and then on November 1st, I finally broke my 3-year-old personal best by reaching round 6,196, which ended in a crash. So, in total, that's roughly 210 hours of non-stop fails if you only include those games. Fortunately, on December 6, 2023, I finally managed to get it back. The total time to complete this run was 154 hours, which is my longest zombies game ever. I also managed to play 10 hours faster than Thickeleye, which is how I beat him by so many rounds, despite having a reset 1 hour shorter than him. I also had a lot of close calls during this game, the closest of which were on round 6,424. Just to see how far I've gotten.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Holy shit.
And also on round 7,236. Do you have something to say, little bro?
What the fuck are these spawns, man?
To put it bluntly, Nacht has some of the worst zombie pathing I've ever seen, but I managed to pull through, which is what matters at the end of the day. Furthermore, this was my second time holding the Nacht record, which made it the last solo high round record I needed to beat twice for World at War. On top of that, this is officially the third time I've held all 4 solo high round records on World at War, which is crazy to think about. Also, I should note this game was live streamed on my YouTube and Twitch, which I'll put in the description, so if you're into watching high round gameplay from World at War or BO1, I would highly suggest following. Lastly, since some people will wonder how you can reach this high of a round, I'll explain it as simple as possible. 3 out of the 4 maps on World at War have 24 zombies per round, these maps being Shinonuma, Verrucht, and Nacht and Untoten. Furthermore, all of these maps have insta-kill rounds, and on Nacht and Verrucht, these insta-kill rounds start on round 163 and continue throughout the rest of the game. Regarding surviving up to round 8,817 without any perks, the zombies rarely hit you on Nacht or Untoten. So it's actually less difficult to die on Nacht than it seems, but I won't deny it, trying to survive all the way up to reset is still really difficult, especially considering the zombie pathing is absolutely horrible. Anyway, that's all I have to say regarding the game, so I guess now would be the best time to talk about the motivating factor for this game. As a fair warning, this part of the video might be emotional and will contain the topic of suicide, so if that causes any emotional triggers, I would suggest leaving now. I'll also leave a disclaimer up for anyone who is listening without audio. One of the main reasons why I went for this record was to dedicate it to one of my cousins named James. He was by far the most caring and nicest person I have ever met in my lifetime. Truthfully, the guy was a one-of-a-kind person. He also just so happened to be one of two people who introduced me to CoD, the other being his younger brother. Well, it's safe to say that introduction changed my life in every way possible. James had an extremely big impact on my life, even if it was completely unintentional. And it wasn't just me who was impacted. Everyone else was impacted in a positive way, all thanks to him. Unfortunately, while James was impacting everyone in a positive way, he was fighting internal thoughts. He never told anyone about these thoughts, nor did he ever give a hint he was dealing with these thoughts. So, after a long battle, he took his own life in April of 2023. We still don't know why he did it. He never gave any hints, or even a goodbye. Months later, I'm still in shock and almost speechless. However, James, wherever you are, I hope you're in a better place. This record is dedicated to you. Your impact has changed my life in ways you probably never imagined. Because of that, I felt like you deserve something in return. This one's for you, James. I promise you'll never be forgotten.